everyone, and welcome back to my channel, and welcome back for another YouTube video. So guys, today I'm bringing you a super sort of chilled out, just casual video. It's going to be a little chatty get ready with me. I don't think I've ever done one of these. No, I've not ever done one of these, but I just really wanted to just sort of sit down, answer your guys' questions, and just like sort of show you my makeup routine. I always get so many questions and like comments under my videos. Like probably my most commented comment is, can you show us your makeup routine, like what do you use? So I did actually already do a makeup routine, which I will link in the description box, and it probably hasn't even changed since then. So I didn't want to dedicate a whole other video just to like my makeup routine, because I don't know if it'll be that exciting. It hasn't really changed, so I thought I'd include it within this sort of like chatty get ready with me. I'm not going to talk you guys through the products. I'm literally just going to do my makeup and answer your guys' questions, but I will link all the products that I use in the description box if you guys want to shop them for yourself. If you have any questions, then let me know, but hopefully the other video will give you all the sort of information you need. I'm no makeup expert, like I literally don't really know what I'm doing myself, so don't hold me to any of my tips or techniques, because I'm still learning. Like I have no sort of makeup experience. I just sort of do what works for me. It might not work for other people, but yeah, a little disclaimer there. So I basically asked over on Instagram, I put the little sticker tab on my story, and I have quite a few questions that you guys have asked me. So I'm just going to get into my makeup now and just answer them for you guys. I think I've got a whole range of questions. I've not even really looked at them properly. I've literally just screenshotted them. So yeah, this will be a little fun video. So I was actually going to film this video yesterday because I went into London with my friend Summer. I went for drinks and a really nice meal, and I was going to do like a little get ready with me for that, but it all got a bit rushed. I was like running late, and I was just like, I don't feel like filming when I'm in a rush. I feel like I won't answer the questions properly, so I'm just like moved it for today, which is the day after. So I'm feeling slightly hungover, not gonna lie, but I'm basically just going to be doing like a YouTube and Instagram content day today. So it's just going to be my sort of everyday makeup, sort of on the more glam side. I mean, I don't really do much like glam makeup, but it's going to be just sort of like my everyday regular makeup routine for Instagram content and YouTube content. So I have actually, oh yeah, excuse the mess, my cat is asleep on my bed, so I couldn't actually make my bed yet. I don't really want to move him, that's why it's looking a little bit messy in here. I apologise for that, but we're just keeping it real on here, you know. I've also already put in my Milk and Blush extensions. They're still sort of curled from yesterday, but I've not actually curled my own hair, so it might look a bit odd, but I'll do that after. I won't include that within this video, because in my last vlog I did actually show you guys how I put them in, how I style them. So I'm just going to put them in. I'm just going to sort of clip up my hair and just show you guys my makeup routine. I have actually put on, I don't think I spoke to you guys about this before, it is going to be coming in a tryout like first impressions video, because it is my favourite fake tan ever. So basically I got gifted the Coco and Eve fake tan. It is honestly, guys, amazing. I'm going to actually talk to you guys more in depth about it in another video, but I basically just put that on my face just to sort of like contour it. So it comes with like a little brush, and you can just like brush on the tan. So I've just put that sort of like on the areas that I usually contour anyway, sort of as a base underneath my makeup. But like I said, that will be coming in a full-on tutorial review video hopefully very soon. So yeah, stay tuned for that, because that will literally be life-changing for you, like no joke. Okay, let me just clip up my hair, because these side bits get really annoying. And let's see what you guys have asked me, because I've not really had a look. These little clips are just from Primark. That was put in awfully. They're just like the little ones that loads of people have. I think I showed you guys in, and I think they're in my Primark haul actually, but I literally use these all the time. They're amazing. They keep your hair like very flat, so you don't get like those weird kinks like if you put other clips in. So yeah, these are literally a lifesaver. Like they're just perfect. Oh, let me get my little mirror actually, because that will be a lot easier. You're also balancing on a plant pot, and we've got natural lighting, so it's going to be a bit precarious, but you know, it's fine. Okay, so the first question is, how long have you been with your boyfriend and how did you meet? So you guys would have known Danny for a little bit now. He's been in one video. Where is my brush? I probably should have got all this stuff out before. So sorry if you guys can't, I'm trying to hold this away so you guys can still see what I'm doing. So me and Danny have been together for 5.5 years, I want to say. So we got together in March of 2015. 2015? Yeah. We got together in March of 2015. So yeah, we've been together a hell of a long time. But I mean, it does not, I don't know if it feels like he's not not been in my life. Like, I can't imagine a time before he was not in my life, but it's equally gone really quick. Like, I can't describe it. If you guys have been in a long-term relationship, you'll probably get what I mean. But yeah, we've been in a relationship for 5.5 years, so it'll be 6 years in March of next year. And we actually met at school. So he's actually a year older than me, even though I think we're only like 6 months apart. So his birthday is in March, he's a Taurus, and I'm a Capricorn Aquarius. So we're like literally the perfect match, like astrologically anyway. So yeah, he's like 6 months, is it 6 months older than me? I think so, but he was in the year above me at school. And I literally feel like, I always say this to him, I feel like I manifested him into my life. So I'd actually just come out of like another relationship, a little while, probably like 3 months before or 4 months before, and I wasn't really sort of like looking for a boy. I don't know, I sort of was looking for a boyfriend, but not particularly. And like at school, like, you know, like when you're sitting in the school canteen, me and Danny would just like always just stare at each other. Like, it's really weird. I feel like my friends will remember. But I don't know, like, I just always found him good. Like, I always like just thought he was so good looking. Like, I would always say to my friends, like, oh my god, he is so good looking. And I would just try and like get his attention by like just staring at him. And I feel like I just sort of like manifested that. Like, I manifested him sort of like coming and talking to me. I would always try and tell my mum about him, but like, you know, like when boys just don't really have any good pictures on their Instagram. Like, I think he had like 2 pictures and they were like 3 years old, so she didn't really like know who he was. Like, I couldn't really show her, but I would always like talk to her about him. I would always talk to my friends about him. And then it wasn't really until, like I said, February, he went on my Instagram account and he went through and he liked like loads of old pictures. I feel like that's just such a, like, loads of boys do that, don't they? So that sort of like got my attention. So I was sort of like, oh, like maybe he does like me. So that just sort of like gave me a bit of hope. And then it wasn't until sort of like, I can't remember when, I went on a school trip to Weymouth, and that was when he first DM'd me. I think he literally just said hey. I think that was all he DM'd me. I remember just like freaking out. Like, I was sat in the room in Weymouth on this school trip. I kept getting told off for going on my phone because I was just trying to talk to him. And it was just so nice. Like, it just was so like natural, like slid into the DMs. But I can't just, like, it just feels like, I don't want to be cringy, but it does just feel like the universe sort of like put us together. Like, it's so weird. Like, we talk about it now, I feel like the universe really did just sort of bring us together. So yeah, so he slid into my DMs, liked a few old pics, and the rest is history. But yeah, that is it. Like, no real sort of like big story. Like, met at school. I feel like a lot of people like do find their sort of like high school sweetheart like at school. So I feel like I'm very lucky to have found, hopefully, the person that I will spend the rest of my life with at such a young age. Like, I don't want to jinx it. But putting it out there. Okay guys, the next question is, what's your best and toxic trait personality wise? That is a hard one. I feel like probably my best personality trait is that I'm very bubbly. I'm like a very social person. I feel like I'm, majority of the time, quite positive. Hopefully, and I feel like I'm quite a good sort of leader as well. I feel like I'm very, like, I can take charge of situations. Like, I give good advice. God, really hyping myself up here, aren't I? I just feel like I am just sort of like, I'm quite a lead. Like, I play quite a leadership role like in my life. I feel like, not bossy, but I just feel like I'm very like hands-on. Like, right, let's do this. Like, I don't know if you guys can relate. My toxic personality trait would probably be that I overthink way too much, and because of my sort of like leadership sort of edge in my personality, I get very like, I like to control situations in my life, and I know a lot of situations in life you can't control. Like, they're completely out of your control. So I do feel like that is probably my worst trait, is that I get annoyed when I can't control things, and I also get anxious when I can't control things. So I guess that would be a toxic personality trait. I'm trying to think of any others, but I don't think, hopefully I'm not a toxic person. I don't think I am. I've just googled personality traits because I literally just had like a mind blank. So yeah, I feel like also I may be slightly lazy. And I have actually spoken about this before. Like, I'm lazy with certain aspects of my life, and then in other aspects I'm a complete perfectionist. So I'm really like contradictory. Like I'm just very like, I procrastinate quite a lot. I put things off. I'm quite lazy in that I don't really cook that much. Like I don't know if this will change like when I move out, because obviously I'm still living at home. Like I get a lot of things sort of done for me, like I'm an only child, so I haven't really been in that situation where I've had to do a lot for myself, which sounds really immature and like bad, but in certain ways I am a little bit lazy, and then in other ways I am very like perfectionist and not lazy at all. Like I'm a lazy perfectionist, that is how I describe it. So yeah, that is probably my best and worst personality traits. Okay guys, the next question is, what is your favourite feature and least favourite feature? So I'm going to take this as like a physical feature, I'm guessing, because I just did a personality one. So I don't know, I feel like this changes quite a lot. Like some days, god, this like spot is so annoying. Can you guys see that like weird scab? It just will not cover. I feel like this changes quite a lot, because some days you can feel really positive about something, and then the next day it could completely change and you might feel really insecure about it. So I do feel like it is just such an ongoing sort of process. Like it's a learning, and it changes quite a lot for me. I'd probably say what probably used to be my favourite trait would be my skin. I've always had quite clear skin. It's always been quite like dewy, moistured. Like I've never really suffered with dry skin. It was just very unproblematic, but I feel like I just jinxed it, because it was like recently it has really been playing up. If you guys follow me on Instagram, you will know I've been having trouble with sort of like maskne. It has actually got a lot better now, but it did go through a really bad period, so I'm not going to jinx it, but I probably would say my skin. And then probably my least favourite feature would probably be my eyebrows. I have quite fair eyebrows. I overplucked them way too much when I was younger, and they have never really grown back properly. Like they've just started really in the last probably year or so, like growing back more, but they're really not the best. So I'm hoping, I really need to like get a good like eyebrow dye kit, because maybe then I would prefer my eyebrows. Leave any in the description box if you guys know of any sort of like good eyebrow DIY home kits. I would be really interested in trying one, because I feel like that would make me like, I feel like I would like myself with less makeup on a lot better if I had good eyebrows. Do you know what I mean? I feel like it would just like frame my face a lot better. So yeah, if you've got any good sort of like eyebrow tinting home kits, then definitely let me know, because I'm in need of that. So yeah, I think that answers that question. So the next question is, do you tan or use tanning serum? Where's my powder? So yes, I do fake tan. I usually, like in summer, I would always want to get like a natural tan. Like I would be very sort of like, oh my god, I need to go on holiday, I need to get a tan. But as I've got older, I think I've realised the importance of like looking after your skin, and like just like caring for your skin a lot better. So I have like sort of changed my outlook on that. So I definitely just always use fake tan now. Like I said, I'm going to be doing a whole tan routine for you guys, like testing out this new tan, which is my all-time favourite, which will be coming soon. So I don't use a tanning serum. I literally just use like a mousse, whether that be so I think I've spoke to you guys before. I've done like a little mini fake tan routine in one of my vlogs, and that was just sort of like my like just go-to tans, but it does change all the time. So I used to be a massive fan of Bondi Sands. Like that was my go-to tan for ages. It still is. Like for a night out tan, it is really, really good. Like it's just always such a good colour, but it's just very like, I don't know, like greeny, and it just, I don't know, like I probably will use it again and then I'll love it, but it just like changes all the time. So I don't really use a serum, I just use a mousse. And at the moment my absolute favourite is the Coco and Eve dark mousse. It is just like the best colour, the best finish. You can use it on your face, it doesn't break you out. Like it is just amazing. So yeah, that is like probably my go-to at the moment. I have used the Isle of Paradise one before, but I just feel like that one sort of sticks to funny points on my face and accentuates certain points I do not want to be accentuated. Like if I put it all over my face, it will really stick to my eyebrows, above my lip, like on my nose. Maybe I'm putting it on wrong. Maybe I should just sort of put it around my face and not like on my features as much. But yeah, I do struggle with that a little bit more. But yeah, you guys should try it, Coco and Eve dark mousse. I guess it's about finding like a fake tan which is good for you as well, because some fake tans that I love, like my friends don't like, and vice versa. So I do feel like it is like a trial and error to sort of see like how you get on with different ones. But I naturally am quite tan, like I always have like quite olive skin, so I do feel like maybe that will help fake tan sort of like go onto my skin, if you guys know what I mean. Normally, like, can anyone else relate, like when you have a tan, like a base tan, fake tan just seems to go on like even better, and when you're pale it just doesn't really. So I feel like because I have quite like an olive skin tone, like fake tan just does sort of get on with me quite well, if that's even a thing. I don't know if that's a thing at all, but that's just what I found. So I'm just going to leave this bake on for a little bit. If I look ridiculous, I'm very sorry. Oh, what's that? Next question is, where/what do you want to be doing in the next 3 years? I feel like if you would have asked me this question like last year, I would have had like a full-on straight up answer. I'd have been like, yeah, I've got my life together. Like, I just feel like this year has just proven to everyone you cannot control your life. Like, I feel like as much as I say I want to be doing like some certain things in 3 years, like whether they will actually come to fruition will be, is that the right word? Fruition? Come to surface, like, will be a whole other story, because I feel like 2020 has just taught everyone that you cannot plan your life, like you cannot do anything. I feel like people have had like their biggest life events sort of cancelled, and it's been like awful. It's been so sad, it's been tragic, and I feel like it has just, well, I guess in a way it's sort of proven to me that I just can't, like with my control freakness, like I can't control my life. I can't be so sort of hung up on things. I can't be sort of disheartened if things don't happen like at a certain time, because like who would have thought in 2020 the world would be going through a global pandemic. Like, it's just like, if you would have said to us like last year about this, we would have been like, how, that's laughable, like that's funny. And it happened. So I feel like it just shows that anything in life can happen. Like, life can be so unpredictable. So if you would have asked me this like probably last year, I would have been like, oh my god, I want to be in a full-time job, like my dream job. I want to be traveling, I want to be doing this, doing that. But I'm just sort of like trying to learn to live in the moment more and take each day as it comes, not try to plan my life too far ahead, because that is something I do quite a lot, and I judge my sort of success by my years. So I'm just sort of like, oh, if I don't achieve that by that age, then that's not good. And Sophia and Jinxie always talk about this on the girls' bathroom, and they always say like, you should not compare your success to others. You shouldn't judge your life on sort of like goals of age, because someone could get married like when they're 21, someone could get married when they're 40, like someone could become a millionaire at age 15, someone could be a millionaire at age 50. Like, there's no like sort of winning or losing. Like, you're on your own sort of like timeline. Sorry, gone off on a bit of a track there, like very deep, but that is just what I believe. So I feel like so yeah, if you would have asked me like a year ago, I probably would have said be in a dream job, like a creative job that I'm loving, hopefully carrying on with my YouTube and Insta, building that even more, hopefully even getting sort of maybe a full-time job from that, like hopefully moving out with Danny. Like, that would be my ideal. But now I'm just like, slow down, take things as it comes. Like, you do not know what the situation in the world will be like in 3 years time, so I guess I'm just gonna have to go with the flow, which, like you guys will know, I do not like to do. Like, I like to have, I'm not very good without a plan. Like, I get very anxious when I don't have a plan. I like to plan my days, I like to plan my life. Like, I'm very a planny person. I know that life doesn't always work out that way, and I've learned that some of the best moments in my life have not been planned. So I just need to chill. What will be will be. So yeah, that is the plan. Where is my mascara? So the next question is, where do you get most of your fashion inspo from? So I feel like I have always got my fashion inspo from Instagram and from Pinterest. Like, they're my two sort of like go-to places. More recently YouTube as well. But if I'm always like looking for an outfit, if I've got an outfit inspo, like if I'm going out for like drinks or something, I want to get an outfit inspo, I will always go to Pinterest. So I will just make like little boards for different sort of like themes. Like, I'll make like a winter board, I'll make like a cute outfit board, a classy outfit board, like a going out dressy look board, and then it also like gives you sort of like recommendations based on what you've saved. It will show you like other images which are related to what you already saved. So I find it really helpful, because it sort of gives you what you want to see without even having to type it in or look for it. So that is like probably where I get most of my inspiration from. Obviously Instagram as well, like I get a lot of inspo from other bloggers, from smaller bloggers, from bigger bloggers like Miss Jocelyn, Lissy Roddy, Negin, like and then also like celebs like Hailey Bieber, Bella Hadid, like all of those. But I try not to like sort of copy looks. Like I like to do them in my own way. So if I see sort of like a look put together that I'll be like, oh my god, wow, I love that, I will try and see how I can make it my own, like put it into my own sort of style, because I do feel like I'm finally sort of learning the style of clothes that suit me, and there is no point trying to copy someone else's style. Like there's no point trying to be something you're not, because in the end you will always look best in what you sort of feel most comfortable in. And I also feel like going to a fashion uni, I always talk about this, I feel like it really elevated my style. Like it really opened my eyes. It's literally like you go, because I go to London College of Fashion, it's literally like going to a walking fashion show like every day. So every time you go in, like you get so many like cool dresses, like so much like customized clothes, like charity shop clothes, like just so much like variance, and it really gives me inspo sort of like in everyday life, just to see like good outfits in the flesh as well. So yeah, I guess I get quite a lot of inspo from that. But sort of like taking away inspo will always be like on saved Instagram or Pinterest. Sorry guys, I've just done my eyebrows off camera because I was trying to like really focus on them. So I've just done them. I'm just going to try and film it a little bit more and answer the next question, which is, how is uni going? So I've not actually started like back at uni yet. I don't start I think until like the end of October or like mid-October, so I can't really comment on that as of yet. Apart from like this year, it's been going amazingly. I feel like it has just really like I feel like your life like does transform when you go to uni. Like it's a whole, because obviously you've not known anything else obviously since school. Like it's been a whole new experience for me. Not even just sort of like uni itself, but like the whole life that comes with it. The whole like living like in London, like going out in London, having such like a London sort of city lifestyle has really like opened my eyes to something that I would really love to have in the future. So yeah, I'm absolutely loving the course. I'm loving just like everything really. Like I love the building that I go to. I love like just the London life, the London nightlife. It's just like I feel like it was just very suited to me, and I feel like that's very important when going to university, is like picking something that you feel like will suit you and your lifestyle. Obviously, like I said before, I don't live out at uni, so I just commute from home because I only live 35 minutes from central London. So that's, well, I think like 40 minutes maybe, I don't know. But like that is just like what I do, and I feel like I would not have enjoyed myself as much if I was living out. Like I think this was one of the other questions actually, is do you regret not living out at uni? And honestly, like I don't regret it. I'm always like such a home person, so I feel like for me, if I was to live out, I would find it very daunting. And I feel like I would love to live out if I could like pick my like 5 best friends to live with. But obviously at uni you're like put with people that you might not like, you might not get on with. So I've sort of had the best of both worlds really, of having my friends, like my best friends are in London, I can stay at their houses, I can stay in their halls, and then when I want to come home for a nice home cooked meal, see Danny, like go out where I live at home, then I sort of get like the best of both worlds really. So yeah, I think it's actually benefited me a lot more not sort of going to a big sort of campus uni. I feel like I wouldn't have sort of had the life that I have now. I wouldn't have had much of a luxury life, probably wouldn't have had time to do YouTube and Instagram as much. So like I said, every single thing happens for a reason, and I feel like that was the reason that it happened. Sorry if you guys can just see this palette in front of my face. I'm trying to show you guys what I'm doing, but it's really hard. Someone else's eyebrows just never go evenly. Like whatever I do, they just do not want to match up. Love that. Next question is, are you planning to move out soon? Honestly, no. So I will only be finishing uni in next year, 2021. And I feel like after uni, I really want to just like have a year to just sort of maybe travel if I can, fingers crossed, coronavirus permitting. Sort of like carry on with YouTube and Instagram, do some internships, maybe do another mini course, university course. Like that is my plan. So obviously to do that and to fund that, I would probably just have to stay at home. It's definitely something I want to do hopefully in the next 3 to 5 years, but I'm honestly not gonna sort of set a date for it because that just scares me so much. Like, I feel like I am not old enough to be moving out and looking at houses. Like, that is just like crazy to me. Even though, like, obviously, and like me and Danny always talk about this as well, like, it's weird because we've been together for so long, but because we're still so young, we're not at the points you would normally be at when you'd been with someone for that long. Like, we've been together nearly 6 years. Obviously some people would have been like married, like had kids, like moved out, like, but because we're still only 20 and 21, it's just like a whole different sort of dynamic. So yeah, maybe in the next 3 years, 4 years, I don't know. I need to like really think about it, and like I said before, you can plan your whole life and nothing can go the way you want it to. So I feel like I'm not gonna put it out there because that will stress me out, and I feel like I don't really know, like, I don't know what will be happening in 2 or 3 years time with both of our work, like what we'll be doing, like where we'll be living, where we would want to live. So yeah, it's all very unknown. So yeah, definitely not planning to move out anytime soon. I'm way too much of a baby to do that. I'm just very immature. Like, in some ways I'm very immature, in other ways I'm really mature. Like, a lot of people that meet me, I'm going from a bit of a tangent here, a lot of people that meet me think I'm really mature, like I don't seem like I'm 20, and then in other ways I'm just like, I still want mum to cook me dinner, I still sleep with a teddy, just keeping it real. So I'm actually just going to go off the camera and just put on my eyelashes because, again, it's another stressful sort of step I need to get right. So I'm going to do that now and I'll be back with you in a minute. Okay, I've done. I honestly don't know if they're on very well at all, but yeah, hopefully that's okay. But I'm putting on eyelashes so hard, like I've just never mastered the ease of it. Like, I put them on pretty much every day and I just can't really ever get them right. Hopefully that doesn't look too bad. Let's see what the next question is. So next question is, any tips for anxiety / panic attacks? It's a bit more of like a deep question, I guess. So I don't want to say that I've suffered from anxiety because I don't want to take away from anyone else that has been like diagnosed anxiety and stuff like that. I feel like everyone at some point in their life, oh, I just got that in my hair. I feel like everyone at some point in their life has been anxious or felt worried about something or has experienced some form of anxiety. So I used to get anxiety quite a lot. I guess it was sort of around sort of like GCSE time, A-level time, I would get really anxious about exams and I would sort of manifest that into other things. So I would cause myself stress in other areas of my life and I wouldn't sort of solve the root problem of my anxiety. So I used to get really bad health anxiety, used to get really bad just sort of like anxiety about like getting ready. Like, it was just like, it was presenting itself in a lot of different ways, even though it stemmed from being nervous about exams. So I'm thankful that I have grown out of that now. I don't actually know when I grew out of it. I feel like it just, I mean, I don't know, I feel like Instagram for me is an escape, and I feel like that did give me something to sort of focus my time on. So if I do ever feel anxious, I would like look for Instagram, I would like create content, I would be posting, I'd be engaging. But then it's hard because for some people that is the stem of their anxiety, like they get anxious from Instagram. So it's really hard to give tips because everyone's anxiety can be so particular to them. So I don't want to tell you to do one thing and then your anxiety is actually fueled by that. So for me, Instagram was an escape. It was a way to be creative, it was a way to engage, to meet people, and that really, like, if I felt anxious, if I felt any form of sort of like getting into my own head too much, then I would go on Instagram and that would be an escape. But then, like I said, for some people, if you scroll, if you look at people, if you start comparing yourself, that is a whole other form of anxiety and stress and just not a good thing. So it's hard. I feel like I would say surround yourself with good friends. I feel like I get anxious mainly, like I said, when I'm in my own head, when I'm like on my own. I definitely feel like when I'm doing things, I feel a lot better. And like I said, having a plan, I feel a lot less anxious when I have a plan to my day, when I have a structure, when like I sort of wake up, work out. Like that is what kept me going through lockdown. Wake up, work out, sort of like set myself time limits on things, like write in my diary for 10 minutes, manifest. Then I'll go on Instagram for no more than like an hour, although I'm not very good at doing that, but that is what I'll try and do. And then I'll try and like make sure I'm busy with things throughout the week, just to keep myself busy, because I feel like that is when I get anxious, is when I'm not busy. But then it's also bad to live your life like that as well, because I do feel like I'm always constantly looking for the next thing. I need to just sort of be content, sort of at home doing nothing, but that's when I get more anxious. So when I have more time to think is when I cause myself to feel more worried and get sort of trapped in my own head and sort of getting that self-control thing again. So it is so hard. Like, I would say probably working out is a really good one. Like speaking to people, get a little diary and like manifest and just like write positive thoughts. If you guys have seen The Secret, that literally just changed my life and my whole perspective on life. And I feel like since watching that, I have been a lot less anxious. I have sort of dealt with my anxiety a lot better. So yeah, I feel like and also I feel like it is quite normal for people to get anxiety, like to get in some degree, like it is normal to be anxious about certain things in your life. And I feel like that's not really spoken about enough. I would always sort of think like, oh my god, like I'm the only person going through this, and you're not. Like, there are so many people that are going through exactly the same thoughts. Like I said, someone like I think everyone at some point has been anxious about something, so you're definitely not alone. In terms of panic attacks, I don't really know. I think I've had like one panic attack in my life, and I don't know like really what. I'm no professional help, but like breathing exercise really help, like the Calm app really helps as well if you sort of struggle with things like that. Like just reading, like read a good book, have a cup of tea, like just enjoy little things in life, like just take the time to do little things. I feel like that if you focus your mind on just small simple pleasures in life, then that will sort of take your mind off bigger worries and struggles. That's what I've found to help anyway. So I don't know if that really solved the question, but yeah, I'm no expert, I'm no medical professional. If you guys are suffering from any sort of like anxieties or sort of depression or anything, then definitely speak to a GP, because as I said on the girls' bathroom, I'm not an expert. Like I don't really know myself. I'm still figuring out life myself. So yeah, I just realised on that when I was putting on my face up I just realised when I was putting on my false eyelashes, I did that like cover the lens thing, and I forgot to like outro it. So sorry, that probably made no sense at all, but I was trying to be like a good YouTuber and it did not work. So the next question is, how did you grow your following on Instagram? Any tips? I feel like this again is such a hard one to answer. I get this question, I get probably DMs about this like daily, and there is no secret, guys. Like there is no quick way of getting followers. Like Instagram is just such a weird platform. Like there's no rhyme or reason why things do well. There's sometimes no rhyme or reason why accounts do well. Like I've worked at it for quite a while. I think I sort of like first like properly started blogging, I want to say probably about a year ago, around October. Like that was when I sort of in summer I started posting sort of more Instagrammable content, and sort of getting brands like reach out to me, but I didn't actually fully start putting in a lot of effort and planning my feed and posting every day and engaging probably until about March of this year. So I'm still very new to it all, and I'm so thankful it's all like taken off and it's all really like doing well. But it's just such trial and error. Like I would just say be consistent, like post every day, just post things that you enjoy to post. So that's another thing I would say is like, I feel like there's a lot of pressure to sort of have a certain look on Instagram, but if you're not going to be authentic to yourself, there is no point doing it. Like you need to really just post content you enjoy doing. If you enjoy posting something you think it's not going to get many likes, there will be an audience out there that will like it. So don't just do things because you think it's not going to get likes, because sometimes my pictures that I feel like are going to do the best do the worst, and the pictures I feel like will get no likes get the most likes. So it's very, very weird. And when you start, I would say like sort of find your niche. Like if you like fashion, if you like cooking, if you like travel, like just focus on what you like and what you want to do and just sort of go with that. So I guess my account is mainly sort of fashion and lifestyle. Yeah, I would create a lot of like fashion images that would hopefully be reposted sort of like for fashion brands. Like I'll try and make them really aesthetic, and that's sort of how you get noticed by brands at first, I do feel. So I guess there is a degree to like the sort of creative way you put your images together and your account together to attract the brand. But then now I'm just sort of realising that I do want to be more authentic on my Instagram. Like, as much as I love the fashion images, like the brand promotions, like the more aesthetic posts, I do want to keep it more real with you guys. I want to post just like little snaps of me and Danny, of just like my life, like not be too perfect. And I feel like that is something I'm missing on my Instagram. And it is very hard to sort of get wrapped up into that whole, like, just creating for brands, just creating for a repost, just creating for, like, just to fulfill another brand's requirements, when actually you just want to be true to yourself. Because I do feel like I get to show my life more on YouTube, which is why I absolutely love it. But Instagram is a lot, I don't know, it's harder because you do have to keep this sort of aesthetic to get the promotions. I don't know, it's weird. In terms of growing, I would say engage in it with accounts that are similar to yours, like follow girls, like, so I follow like a lot of like fashion girls that do a lot of similar sort of posts to me. Always engage with their posts, like and comment, save them, share them to my story, and that is a really good way to sort of like make like online friends and like sort of build up a fan base at first as well. Always tag your locations in pictures, always use hashtags, like relevant hashtags. Don't try and use some that are like too mainstream, like don't put like new post, or don't put fashion blogger, put like London small fashion blogger, or put like Hertfordshire blogger or city blogger, or just something like that. Like, don't try and go for the really mainstream hashtags, because I found that that doesn't work either. Like, go for ones that are slightly bigger, but don't go to like an overcrowded hashtag, because your post will just be lost. But Instagram, like, because they've changed the algorithm, honestly, like, it's not helping anyone at the moment. So it's a bit gutting, but I'm just trying to condition myself to not think about the likes. It is hard, like, I don't know, it is hard. I've been spending way too much time on my phone. I'm trying to spend a lot less time on it. And like I said, with the whole control thing, I hate it because I don't have any control over Instagram. Like, I've got no control over how my posts, like you have a control to an extent, but you don't know who it's getting put out to, like what it's going to be shown on. Like, it's weird, and the algorithm is not helping anyone. So I would say it is a little bit disheartening, especially when you spend ages creating content and then it doesn't get the likes or the reach that you want it to. But I would say just keep going. Like, so many of you guys have messaged me saying like you don't feel like you're growing, you're not getting anywhere. Like, some weeks you'll hardly get any new followers, and then other weeks your post could just like pop and you'll get like loads of followers. So it is just a hard, like, you just need to be consistent. Post hashtags, locations, engage. Posting your story a lot as well, I feel like that really helps as well, although not too much. I think that videos are quite good for stories, like doing like little chatty videos, sort of like little tutorials, like just like vloggy type things on your story is really good as well. Anything that people are going to engage with is going to really help your account. So that was really long-winded. I do not know if I've answered that very well, but I feel like some people think there's like some secret, like overnight you're just going to get loads of followers, and it's definitely not like that. Like, I'm still learning so much, and I feel like loads of people are still learning all the time, like even the really big influencers. So yeah, it's just trial and error. Be yourself, be authentic, post what you want to post, but then also sort of post things you think brands would like as well. Like, keep that sort of aesthetic alongside being authentic, if that makes any sense at all. Right, we're down to the last few questions now, and I'm not that far off finishing my makeup. I'm putting on some blush. Never really used to like blush that much, but now I feel like I have, like, I can't do my makeup without it. I feel like a lot of people have said this recently. I feel like over lockdown I sort of like discovered new products that I hadn't used for years, and just thought didn't really make much difference to my makeup. And then actually when you use them, it's like, oh, actually I can't, like when you don't use them you're like, oh my god, like I missed that. So blush is definitely one of those products, but I always end up putting too much on by accident. Need to blend that out. Like I said, I will link all the products that I can in the description box, and I will link my old makeup tutorial as well, because I feel like I definitely spoke about what I was using a lot more in depth. Is that okay? Yeah. Right, I'm going to do my little lip pack, which I feel like I always get messages. I put this on my story the other day. So I always get messages all the time saying, have you had lip fillers? Where'd you get lip fillers from? As you guys can see, like at the moment my lips aren't very full at all, like without makeup on. And all I do is literally suck on this lid, like, god, like it is, there's no, like, this is just what I do. Like, it's literally the Kylie Jenner lip challenge that people used to do like 3 years ago. I never used to have big lips. I used to be really insecure about them, which is why I started doing this. And they've just sort of like transformed my lips. Like, it's just, yeah, and also plumping, Too Faced plumping gloss is really good as well if you guys want to get some bigger lips. I probably just should get lip fillers because it'll be a lot easier and a lot less hassle, but I don't know how I feel about like sort of injecting foreign things into my face. So yeah, gone off on a bit of a tangent, but I'm just going to suck on this lid and you guys will see what it does to my lips. Okay, so that is my lips, just with the sucker, I guess that's what you call it. It's such a weird concept, but honestly it just works for me, and I just would now overline sort of over where that like it's accentuated my top lip mainly, and that is literally just how I get the big lip look. Yeah, very odd. I'll probably get loads of you guys be like, what the hell is that, like, or if it's very good for your lips. I honestly don't really know, but I've just done it for years and it works for me, so yeah, give it a try if you do want to have like, if you want to like test out bigger lips but you don't want to commit to fillers. It's probably quite a good thing to do. Okay, so the last question is, who are your favourite YouTubers? I feel like this changes quite a lot because I discover new people, like I like go through stages of watching like different people quite a lot. I'm probably going to forget loads here if I list them off, but I'll probably say Sophia and Cinzia. Absolutely love them. Just like love them for ages. I love Georgia May, Emily Philpott, Julia and Hunter, Delaney and Clayton, Sarah Ashcroft, Freya Killen. Who else? Who else do I watch? Like they're like bigger YouTubers that I watch. Who else do I watch? I need to go on my account and just double check because I literally can't think. Lydia Millen I like. Who else? So yeah, I'm just gonna list off like the bigger ones at first, and I'm gonna do some smaller ones as well because I love my smaller YouTubers too. Molly May, Gemma Louise Miles. Yeah, I literally can't think. I probably missed out like a major person. I'll insert on the screen if I have. I literally just can't rack my brain. But yeah, they're some of my favourites, like just such down to earth girls, like lovely fashion inspo, life inspo. Like I love like Delaney and Clayton, and I love Julia and Hunter, like their couple vlogs. I love their homeware hauls. I actually watch YouTube now instead of watching TV like most of the time. Like I always used to just watch TV, and now me and my mum were talking about this the other day. I can't remember the last time I watched like normal TV. I literally don't remember. Like all I do is just sit and watch YouTube. So, oh yeah, Lydia as well. Lydia Bailasulu. Is it Cinzia's sister? Yeah, I can't remember who else, but and then smaller YouTubers, I love Ashley Hancock, Sarah Emily Amanda, Elizabeth Louise. Who else? Emily Tuttle, I love her, like vintage, like thrifted vlogs. Oh, Negan, big influencer as well, big YouTuber. She's probably like one of my all-time favourites. Emily Canham. Like there's just so many, like I literally can't, I just forget, I just can't list them all. Like I literally, and I go through stages like I said where I'll watch a certain person more than others. I literally am so excited for like everyone's winter autumn content. Like I cannot wait for Vlogmas. I cannot wait for like just autumn videos. Like I'm just so excited. So, oh, and El Darby. I forgot about El Darby as well. I think we're pretty much done. I feel like I need a setting spray. Like I'm just kneeling, let me sit down so I'm a bit more on your level. I feel like I've just run out of all my setting spray, so I don't really have any. I don't feel like my look is complete until I put setting spray on. Can anyone else relate? I'm actually just going to put on a tiny little bit more highlighter. Sorry, my hair's looking really flat at the front because I need to curl it. I'm going to put on a bit more. Pardon me. So I always make this face when I put on blusher. Look at that glow. Okay, so I think that is all of your sort of like main questions answered. I did have quite a few like doubles, but hopefully this has been a bit of a different video. Hopefully you've got to know me a little bit better. Just sort of had a life update. I feel like I've really enjoyed filming this video. I do love to film these like little get ready with me's. I love to answer your questions. Let me know if you did enjoy it, and I will definitely do another one. I really want to do like a get ready for me for like a night out and then vlog part of the night out, like for drinks or something. Like, I feel like that would be really fun as well. So yeah, hopefully that will be all to come. Like I said, I'm not really doing anything exciting today. I should have really vlogged yesterday. I should have done this yesterday, but I was in a rush, you know, like life is stressful. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you did enjoy this video. If you did, then like the video, leave a comment, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Let me know if you want me to do some more of these, because I love doing these sort of like little get ready with me's. So yeah, hopefully that will help you sort of like see how I do my makeup. Like I said, it's just very basic. I'm no like makeup guru, like I literally don't really know what I'm doing, but I will leave all the links to all the products in the description box if you do want to shop them for yourself, because I love all the products. Like, they're super easy to use if you're really good at makeup, or if you're not good at makeup at all. Yeah, I think this will probably go live on Sunday, or maybe not. So if it goes on live on Sunday, then I hope you guys had a lovely weekend and enjoy the rest of your week. And if it goes live on the week, then I hope you guys have a lovely weekend. I will see you on my next one, guys. Bye.